Morning on Facebook, morning on YouTube. Let's just wait for people to join. I hope we're all okay. And had a good couple of days. Saw you Monday evening, so hope your Tuesday was good. And we're ready for a nice little balance and some single leg work today as well. I don't know what you guys have been doing. I think you're out and about seeing more people. People can go into your house and things like that now, which is really cool. You're down in England. So I hope you're enjoying that. We're not quite there yet. That might change tomorrow. But yeah, got a good little session to do today. We'll wait till 32, warm up, go through the session and a cool down. And Friday's one is in the evening, as it has been for the last couple of weeks. So it's at 7. Cool, just another minute. Perfect. So everything's set up and running. It's just turned 32, so we'll do a nice warm up and then we'll get into the session. So everybody on their feet. So a nice jog to start with. Just to warm up through the body, wake ourselves up and get ourselves ready. That's it. So nice and light on the feet, soft through the knees. When you're ready, start to raise the heels a little bit higher. That's it. So we're kind of kicking the bum now. So warming up through the hamstrings, through the calves. Start to bring the knees forward and the arms come in. So looking nice and straight ahead. That's it. Hold it there. Let's bring it out. Out to the side, soft through the knees, land light through the toes. Okay, let's take it wide. Toes pointed out, knees screwed out. Just a shallow squat to start. So push the knees out to the side. Push the hips back and keep the chest up. So it's time to get a little deeper now. So a little lower. That's it. So try and hit 90-90. 90 at the hips, 90 at the knees. Last time. Nice. Okie dokie, guys. So we're gonna start with a nice deadlift. So at some point you're gonna need a chair or the side of your sofa, side of your bed, something like that, but just not quite yet. So we're gonna start with that deadlift. So choose a leg to start on. Shift the weight over to one side. Extend the lifted leg back. Same arm, this back comes down, so you're working the same side. So one leg comes straight back, one arm comes straight down, and keep the stable supporting leg nice and strong all the way through. So slight bend in that leg, a nice straight leg to kick back. Let's set this timer up. Okay, set position. Okay, perfect. Set position. So bending through the stationary leg. Get ready to extend back the way. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we raise up nice and high, squeeze the glute, and come back down. So keep the hips stable, stationary. That's it. So slight bend in the stationary leg. So it's about balance, so you might feel yourself wobble a little, but that's okay. That's the muscles in your foot working hard, trying to get you to stay upright and steady. 10 seconds left. So keep that back leg raised nice and high. Last time, hold it there. So swapping over now. Shift the weight over onto the other leg. Bend through the opposite leg. Bend through that stationary leg. Opposite arm comes down. And let's go. So raise it up nice and high. Squeeze the glute. Hips stay nice and square. Core is on. So bring the belly button to the spine. Eyesight just follows the direction of your chest. So chest stays nice and straight. Nice straight spine. You can tap on the floor if you need it for support. So just tap and then come back up. That's it. One more. Nice. So you should have started to feel that your hamstring has lengthened out a little bit. So just rest there. Grab a drink. So back to that first leg. Slight bend. Opposite arm comes forward. And let's go. So keep it nice and steady. Keep controlled on the upward phase and the downward phase. That's it. So the upper body and that working leg keeps that nice straight line all the way, the whole time it's working. You can hold on to something for support if you need it. It's up to you where you are. Last 5 seconds. Last one. Hold it there. So have your rest. Swap over to the last leg. So soft through the stationary supporting leg. And let's go. So try and keep our hips square. That's the hardest bit, which means we need to brace the core even harder. Don't raise too high. And squeeze the glute to get that leg a little bit higher. So we squeeze the glute rather than tilt the hips. Keep it going. Feel the muscles in your feet twitching and working away. Feel that ankle having to support you. Just over 5 seconds. One more. Nice and slowly back. Awesome. Let's just stop there. Enjoy your rest. So moving on. We're going on to a nice wide squat. Nice wide squat. We stay down. Stay down. And we raise up through the toes. So our hips come back, chest stays high, and we raise up through the toes. So working through the calves, working through the ankles, and the balance to keep yourself stable when you're on your tiptoes. Okay, so set position, chest up, feet wide, and as wide as you feel comfortable and that you can get them. And let's get ready. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now your hands can be wherever you want them to be. They can be on your hips, on your thighs, or they can be out at the front. Up to you, but just nice and slowly raise up onto your toes. Now make sure your knees are screwed out to the side, pointing same direction as the toes. So we push those hips back and drive up. Breathe in nice and steady, hips nice and low. It's only through the ankle that we move. Let's stop there. Come out. Loosen off through the inner thigh. You'll feel it, that tension trying to keep you in the right position. Let's go. Nice and wide, up onto the toes. So it's nice and steady. It's almost 1, 2, stop, and 1, 2, down. Now your option, you can keep the low squat and then come into single raises. So you're working the same muscles, working the stability in the ankle, but it's just adding a little bit of support. Your other option, you can come into a standing, feet under hips, and then just raise up onto the toes. Last couple of seconds. Let's stop there. So 15-second break. Reset yourself. Feet nice and wide, toes pointed out. Let's go. So when we go up, you might kind of lock your ankle out. Just make sure it's controlled and you stop raising before that lock happens in the joint. So you should be in control of everything. You can also hold on to something, up to you. Keep that belly tight. So belly button to the spine. If you're doing single, there will be a little bit of a shift over. Last 5 seconds. Keep the control. Hold it there. Come out, walk it out. One more round to go. Last round. Let's stay low for the last round. Feet wide, squat low. That's it. So keep those hips back. Hips are back, and we just raise up. Chest is still high, so if we get tired, we're not arching down here, stays up nice and high. Feel that tension in the inner thigh, trying to pull your legs in. So keep resisting that, keep them nice and strong. Last 10 seconds. Feel it through the toes, come on guys. Last one. Hold it there. Walk it in, shake it off. Enjoy the recovery. I'll get myself set up. So this is why we need a chair. So we're doing that single leg, squat to stand, or sit to stand. So choose the leg you're going to start with. Foot comes off the ground. Make sure you're actually going to land on the seat when you sit down. So we fully sit down. It's still quite light, and then we come back up. So we fully sit down, come back up. So we have that nice support, that nice push through the ankle, through the heel of the foot. Same as the squat. We push and come up. Steady down, push and come up. So when we squat, we drive up through the heel. It's the same concept. So set position. One foot, choose your foot, nice and stable. Start standing and lift that opposite leg nice and high. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we land nice and soft and controlled. So the downward phase, we're in control of it. where the balance comes in. So you drive up, keep that leg raised, drive down, keep that leg raised. Don't worry if you have to tap down occasionally. Just to support yourself, keep yourself balanced. Last one. Let's stop there, shake it out. We're going to shift, focus onto the other leg. So let's shift it over, bend through the opposite leg, raise the one we're going to be resting. That's it, drive up. So that working foot needs to be almost directly under the knee, so that when you drive up, you've got a nice solid base of support. Now, you can hold on to something just for support, just to help you get up and down. Up to you, but use it as support. Don't use it to push up. It's almost to trick your mind into thinking that your arm is working. 5 seconds, or last one, finish there. Shake it out. So back to that original leg, first leg. Bend through the working leg, raise the opposite, and let's go. So you can see that when I come up, I kind of swing up as well. So it's that action. When I'm down, I lean back a little. When I'm up, I kind of swing and drive up. So I'm using my upper body to help drive myself up. Keep it going. Another option, this raised leg, you can gently have it lightly on the floor, just again for support. And just go up and down. 5 seconds left. Up to you which one we do. Last one, stay standing. Hold it there. One more round. So got to work that opposite leg. So shift the weight over, bend through the leg, raise the opposite. Make sure we're going to lie on the chair. And let's go. So really drive up. Your leg might start shaking. Brace that core a little bit more to keep the support. Make sure we drive up through the heel of the foot. And land nice and steady. Last 15 seconds. Last one, stay standing, walk it out. Nice. We can get rid of the chair now. Move that out of the way. Just enjoy the recovery. So we're moving on to the flamingo or the tree, whichever one. So to start, feet under hips. You shift the weight onto one side, small bend. So normally when I say you've got a bend through the knee, it's a little bit more pronounced. So this time, it's a little bend to support that weight change. Bring the other foot up to the calf or above the knee and tuck it in. And we just hold there and then bring our hands up. So it feels relatively simple, but again, we're working on that support and that balance through the working leg. So set position, feet under hips. When you're ready, bring one foot to the calf, below the knee, or one foot above the knee. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. To get yourself into that position, you can have support as well. So now we're here, we're going to squeeze the glute of the straight leg, squeeze the glute, Keep the quads nice and strong, and we just raise our hands up and over. It's a tricky one for me to demo. So, tuck the foot, raise the hands. You can have your hands together, or you can have your hands up. So let's think about this long stationary leg. Squeeze that glute to keep yourself even more stable. Brace the core, and hands are up. Okay, release it there. So we'll do the same on the opposite leg, and then we'll add in a little bit of movement. So, slight bend in the supporting leg. When you're ready, tuck the foot. Let's make sure, so we're working now, let's make sure that that knee is pushed out to the side and that stationary, that glute for the straight leg is nice and tight. Arms up and just hold there. If you want to challenge yourself another time, you can do it on your yoga mat and fold it in half just to get a little bit less of a supportive floor. So keep it strong. We just stay here. Eyesight nice and level to the front. Last 5 seconds. And hold it there. So shifting back over to the original leg. Slight bend in that leg. So set yourself up, tuck the foot, push the knee out. Okay. So this time, instead of arms up, you're in this position, nice and set. Just gently take hold of the knee, take it out to the side. Hold it there. Move your hand down to your ankle. Drive that bent leg all the way around, similar to the deadlift, but this time we're holding, and the opposite arm is nice and straight out to the front. Just hold it there. Last 10 seconds. Hold it there. So 3, 2, 1. Gently come out and release. So over to the opposite leg. Slight bend. Set position. Tuck that knee. Tuck that knee, tuck that foot. Open out to the side. Hold for a second. Now let's release. Take hold of the knee. Move the hand down to the laces. Rotate. Arm comes forward. Leg comes backwards. So that straight leg, that glute is working. That foot is working. Stability in the ankle. Eyesight, nice and level to the front. Last 10 seconds. Three, 2, and 1. Gently come out. Nice. So a little bit of movement there for that balance one. We're going to come down to the floor for the last round. So just enjoy the break. Down onto the back. So we're going to be working that bridge. So all the way down onto the back, hands come out nice and wide. We tuck the feet in to where it's comfortable, but close to the bum. So we drive up through the heel, feet a hip width apart, release through one leg, raise the knee to the chest, back down and down. So we go up, raise the knee, lower the knee, lower the hips. Up, up, down, down. So that routine, that movement pattern, set position, feet hip width apart, feet tucked in, brace the core. Let's get ready to drive up through the heels. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So up, up, down, down. So squeeze the glutes, up, down, down. Hips, knee, knee, So make sure we alternate through the knees. That's it. So squeeze the glutes nice and high. When we raise that knee, hips stay high. Last 5 seconds. One more. And hold it there. You can bring the knees in just to loosen off through the back. Have a little roll. Set position. Tuck the feet hip width apart. Hands out to the side, palms facing up. Up we go. Raise, down, down. Up, up, down, down. So when we're up, guys, make sure the glutes are strong to support that shift in weight. So every time we lift that knee, squeeze the glutes a little harder to keep the hips nice and stable. They need to be straight, not wobbling side to side. Last 10 seconds. Last one. Up, up, down, down. Again, have a quick cuddle. Loosen off through the lower back. So you're working the hamstrings, the glutes, and the lower back. So tuck the feet, hip width apart, hands out. Let's go. Drive up even higher this time. Try not to let your hips sink when you shift the weight over. So hips stay nice and high. They stay square. Now your option, you take out the knee raise. So you're still working the stability in your ankles and the balance. So keep squeezing the glutes nice and high. Last 10 seconds. One more. Hold it there. Tuck the knees. Have a little roll, have a little wiggle. So position, tuck the feet, hip width apart, palms out. Let's go. So we know what we're doing now. Let's focus on the stability and the balance every time we change knee. So we come up, shift the weight, make sure that leg is strong, and then drive up with the opposite. Keep the breathing nice and steady. Come up nice and high. Last 15 seconds. Keep the hips high, guys. Last couple. Give me one more. That's it. Hold it there. All right. Let's bring it in. Hook the knees. So just grab a drink when you need it, and we'll just start the cool down. So roll through the lower back. It's like giving yourself a little massage. You can wiggle, rock side to side, rock front and back, just to loosen off through the lower back. Nice, so let's plant the feet on the floor. Let's raise one leg, toes pointing overhead. Take hold of the hamstrings above or below the knee. So either the hamstrings or the calf. Just nice steady breathing. If your leg is shaking, then you've drawn your knee a little bit too far. So just loosen it off. Okay, let's bend the knee. Give it a little hug. Feel it lengthen through the glutes. Point the toes, and let's drive up again. So again, hold above or below the joint, toes are pointing overhead. Okay, bend that knee. So the foot that's raised, bring it down onto the opposite thigh. Lace one hand through the gap, other hand on the back of the thigh, and bring the knee to the chest. Feel it through the glutes. Just release through the shoulders. Okay, take a nice deep breath in. On that exhale, just bring the knee a little bit closer to the chest if you can. Okay, loosen off there. Let's swap legs. So swap legs, one opposite foot comes up, hold above or below the joint, toes pointing overhead. That's it, nice steady breathing. If the leg's shaking, just take it back a little. So bend through the knee, give it a cuddle, bring it to the chest. So point those toes, drive up through the heel, and extend again. That's it. Just enjoy the lengthening of the hamstring. So let's take that raised foot onto the opposite thigh. Lace one hand through the gap, one hand round the back, and then draw the knees to the chest. So just lengthening out through the glutes. Take a nice deep breath. So breathe in. On the exhale, see if you can draw that knee a little bit closer. Even if it's 0.5 millimeter. Nice work. Just loosen it off there. Let's come to standing. So slowly roll over onto your side. Come up to the knees and then all the way up. Just at your own pace. Come to standing. Let's hold on to one of the laces. Knee to knee. Hips come forward, chest comes up. So feel that lengthen. Little bit through the hip flexor when you push the hips forward and down through the quad. So nice steady breathing. Okay, gently release and swap legs. Hold on to the laces, knee to knee. Push the hips forward and push the chest up. Nice. So let's just release it there. Take the feet nice and wide. Shift the weight over to one side, so bend through one leg. Straighten through the opposite. Both feet are facing forward. Both feet are flat on the floor. Feel it through the groin. So that was when we were doing those squats with the heel raise. Really lean into it. Feel it all the way down. So gently come up to the middle. Shift over to the other side. So bend through the opposite leg. Straighten out. And lean in. Nice. Okay, so we can just bend, so straighten with a slight bend, so straighten the legs. Just bring the hands forward, wherever is comfortable for you. Just drop the head. So both legs should almost be fully straight. Feel it through the groin, feel it through the hamstrings. Drop the head nice and slowly. So slowly walk your feet in, keep yourself rolled over, and now gently roll up all the way through each spine, each bone, until we're fully standing. Nice work today, guys. I hope you enjoyed that one. Any questions or feedback or anything like that, just let me know. I've not got Fridays planned yet, so do let me know if there's anything that you want to see. Any particular session that we've done before or type of muscle group, just let me know and we can pop that in. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you Friday at 7 p.m. So working in the morning, and I'll be with you guys in the evening. So have a lovely day, guys.